Hello, I'm so glad you're here. My name is Melissa Lemon. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Sunrise Healing. And today we're doing a forgiveness series, and today we are going to help our ancestors forgive. So, um, the first thing that comes up is a massive block. This video is a little more like a mini session. So, opt in if you would like to help your ancestors heal a little bit, and if you just want to watch for entertainment purposes or whatever, just opt out. So your intention is that powerful, FYI. So, okay, big block, big heart block, heart wall. It's like a global heart wall. So I'm just going to validate that. And it's just this big, like, scream, we can't forgive that. So I'm just going to validate that. It feels bigger than global. It feels universal. So just validating that, validating all the people who have ever been to Earth and had a shitty time. I apologize for the language, but like it felt very accurate to say that. So, and I'm feeling very emotional. This is huge. So I'm just going to talk about heart walls for a minute. I learned about heart walls from my emotion code training, but I had a cool experience one time where I was working on somebody's heart chakra, or maybe it was the solar plexus chakra. I don't remember which one it was, but it was like as soon as we got the chakra spinning, it like just the heart wall just like fell away. So I was gone. So I believe in miracles. My intention is not necessarily to remove this heart block, this big heart wall right now. It's this universal heart wall. It's just to acknowledge it and to validate it. So if you're out there, just breathe. Just breathe on behalf of your ancestors. Breathe on behalf of your friends and neighbors, your ancestors, friends and neighbors. Breathe on behalf of third world countries and the people who have lived in third world countries and experienced horrible things, validating, just breathing for the people who've been through war, who've lived through war, who've served in honor of their countries, who have served for their families, who've given their lives, who've witnessed atrocities, just validating all of that. And it is bigger, I feel like it is bigger than I can actually handle. So, not surprising. So, I feel like the only way to deal with this, what's coming up is enough people have to turn to Jesus Christ for this to shift, for this to fall away. He is literally the answer. I believe in, I believe that every religion has a lot of truth to it. I believe in, some people call them the ascended masters. And I believe in all that. I believe in, like, I think Buddha is great. I think that, um, prophets from other religions other than my own are great. And I will say that nothing compares to this idea that a God condescended to suffer and bear the sins of all mankind. Nothing really compares to that. And I just feel like that is the only thing. So I'm going to ask everybody out there to just kind of send positive energy to the universe in the name of Jesus Christ. What's coming up is like if/when enough people believe, and that feels like it feels like a percentage. So when enough people believe and turn to Christ, those walls will shatter and fall away and be healed. So we're going to shift now to our ancestors and to their individual heart walls, because that is more doable in a mini session like this. So you have the capacity to help your ancestors heal, and I'm just helping to facilitate that today. So another block comes up. Oh, it's the block of just the people who don't want to forgive, and that's okay. So it's kind of like the people opting out. Like, they're welcome to observe, they're welcome to leave. We're not going to do this for anybody who doesn't want to. They have a choice. So just kind of setting a boundary that those who don't want to participate are just kind of left out of what we're doing. And that's out of love for them, not out of banishment or anything like that. It's just honoring their agency. So, um, so all of our ancestors who are ready to forgive, we are going to download to our ancestors, to our ancestral line, to our bloodlines, to our DNA, to our posterity, a divine understanding of forgiveness. And I've talked about that in my previous videos, but just as a reminder, forgiveness is releasing ourselves from any obligation or any responsibility of wrongdoing when somebody else has been the one doing it. Does that make sense? So we're only responsible for what we do. We're not responsible for what anybody else has done. And when we don't forgive, it's like we are picking up that responsibility. Um, and we don't have to do that. And God doesn't want us to do that. So we are free of that burden when we forgive. So when you hear people say forgiveness is for you, it really is. It really is for you. I talk about the specific definitions in one of my other videos, but there is one specific definition in the 1828 Webster's Dictionary that is so profound, and it literally is that definition. So just downloading that to all of our ancestors, we're just asking them, and I'm like seeing some of them in chains, in the chains of unforgiveness. They've chained themselves up by not forgiving and choosing not to forgive. So asking them to, we're going to ask some angels to come and release them from those chains, the ones who are willing and want to let go. And just see them kind of like shaking off these chains and shaking off these chains. Now gathering up all unforgiveness energy of our ancestors, and just we're going to breathe it out. We're going to ask the angels to help us breathe it out. Sometimes when something is too big to breathe out, I'll ask, like, if we need to breathe on something for say 2 days, I'll ask like 50 angels to come help us, and we'll get it done in like 2 minutes. So just just breathe. I'm asking 75 angels to breathe with us for a couple of minutes. We're just going to breathe together. So pay attention to what comes to your mind as you breathe. Some of the things you could experience is actually seeing with your mind's eye, with your third eye, some of your ancestors, hearing some of your ancestors, smelling, feeling, sensing them. So just breathe. Put your hands on your heart if that feels good. We're honoring our ancestors and their experience, honoring and validating every emotion they've felt, all the difficult things they've felt, validating all of the unforgiveness energy, because what they went through was so hard. It's hard for us to forgive when things are just beyond our ability to to cognitively handle and to spiritually handle. And so the unforgiveness is really valid. And so just validating that. Blowing out and clearing up all trauma clouds, generational trauma clouds that were passed on to posterity through storytelling. So not just through DNA, but through telling stories. I'm burping, so feeling some shifts. If you do any burping or yawning or sneezing or coughing or anything like that, that is your body telling you that you are releasing things for your ancestors right now. So it's really cool to have those physical signs that things are working. I felt the need to tap, so sometimes breath is not enough and we just need a little extra kinesthetic transmutation, a little movement, and to help things shift. So I'm still feeling things shift. You can pause and keep breathing as long as you need to. You can pause and journal if you need to. I'm going to keep going forward with the mini session, but pause if you need to. Lots of shifts still going on. Heartache comes up, just a massive amount of heartache, unbearable heartache, unbearable sorrow, tragedy, frustration, anger, rage. What also comes up is this idea of holiness, so like passing through those things. Oh, that's like what we're coming to. It's like we're going to validate all those emotions, but we're going to actually exchange them for holiness and for like refining after having been through a refiner's fire. So just put your hands on your heart and breathe that in on behalf of your ancestors. All right, feeling like that is complete. Thank you so much um, for sticking with me through that mini session. I hope you felt some shifts. I know I did, and we will see you next time. Bye.